This is slide number 5, and you have to show your work. I can't stress the importance of knowing the order operations. You have to know your order operations. So for this question, we have x equals 7. You're going to do x equals 7. I'm going to use x equals 5. You have to do x equals 7. This is just an example to show you how to do it. So we have our formula right here. After we have our formula, we want to substitute. So I'm going to substitute 5 everywhere in my expression where I see x. So this says 5 times x. Instead of saying 5 times 4, this says 4 times x. So instead of saying 4 times x, I'm going to put 4 times 5 because x equals 5. You have to substitute the value for x into the expression. Then I'm going to put a plus sign. Then I'm going to put my 9, and then I'm going to close my parentheses. Then I'm going to put my minus sign. Then I'm going to put my 4, my open parentheses. Then I have x minus 1. Instead of x minus 1, I'm going to put 5 minus 1. Close my parentheses. Then put my plus sign, and then instead of plus x, I'm going to put plus 5. You have to make sure you follow the order of operations. Parentheses first, exponents, then multiplication and division together from left to right, whichever comes first. And this one is important for this question. Addition and subtraction together from left to right, whichever comes first. So I'm going to start with my parentheses. So I have 2 sets of parentheses. So within the parentheses, my first parentheses, I need to follow the order operations. So I have to use the order operations within the operations, parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division from left to right, addition and subtraction from left to right. So within my parentheses, I have more than 2 operations. So I want to make sure I follow the order operations within the parentheses as well. So within the parentheses, I don't have parentheses. I don't have any exponents, but I do have multiplication and division. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply these parentheses. Multiply 4 times 5. Now since the 4 and the 5, that equals 20. I'm going to bring down everything I did not use. I'm still on parentheses within the parentheses. I'm still on parentheses. And then now I'm on addition and subtraction within the parentheses, and that's going to give us 29. I'm going to keep that in parentheses. I'm going to bring down everything that I didn't use. I'm still on parentheses because I have a group of parentheses right here. Just bringing down everything, and you could kind of combine some of these. I know you're going to run out of space writing on slides. Now I want to evaluate this parentheses. This says 5 minus 1. 5 minus 1 is 4. I'm going to keep that in parentheses because I need to multiply this 4 times this 4 right here. I'm going to bring down everything I didn't use. This is multiplication right here. Remember, parentheses is multiplication. Now you could have applied the distributive property, but no need to do that when you have like terms in the middle. Now that I'm finished with all of my parentheses, I'm going to move on to exponents. So I don't have any exponents in this expression, so I'm going to move on to multiplication and division from left to right. So I'm going to look from left to right, and I see multiplication. So I need to multiply 4 times 4, which is 16. Then I'm going to bring down everything I did not use. Now this is where a lot of people may mess up. Now I'm on addition and subtraction. Look at that arrow from left to right. So I need to start, you're going to start here on the left and go to the right. What comes first? Subtraction, then addition. So you have to make sure you understand what you're starting with. If you add before you subtract, you're going to get the question wrong. So we have to evaluate addition and subtraction from left to right. So we're going to subtract 29 minus 16 first. And 29 minus 16 is going to give us 13. And then we want to add 5, and that's going to give us 18. So when x equals 5, this expression has a value of 18.